Okay, Nux.
Wow, that was bad.
I couldn't reach.
And you got long ass arms too. That's crazy. All right.
You gonna do this the whole day?
Yeah.
You gonna all day?
All day.
And
dude.
smile. And smile.
Okay,
The digs
I'll
are
be
coming
miserable.
in. All right, guys. Go team. Go wet. Wet on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wet. We're in sync. Welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. I'm your host, Justin Essemacher, alongside me with
Markus Oland.
And our guest host for the day. It is our friend
Monford Davis.
We wanted to bring Monford back because we just didn't have enough time for one episode with Monford Davis. So he's back with us.
Back, baby.
Back. And you've had some developments, huh?
Some new developments.
You want to talk about them or no?
Lasagna Girl is my girlfriend now.
Yes!
Congrats.
Official, dude.
That's big news.
Just like someone that's going to do all that stuff for you, you got to lock that down.
Lock it down.
Let's recap. What is she going to do? What has she done for you? You know, those things.
She was making egg rolls.
She made egg rolls
homemade
too?
egg rolls.
Whoa.
With cooking in the grease.
Whoa.
I love that for
she
you.
burns herself. Burns on the arms. Big blister on the foot.
Fuck.
She has to wear flip-flops out of necessity.
Okay.
Big blister on the foot.
Okay.
Well, I hope she gets better.
Yeah.
But that's nice. So she's done egg rolls.
War wounds. Just for my stomach.
Battle scars.
Battle scars.
And how good were those egg rolls?
There was like ground beef in it. It's fucking
Whoa.
yeah, it's good.
I was going to ask what was in the egg rolls.
Homemade sauce, like the red sauce.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
So
Like,
were
I
they
didn't think
like
you could
Mexican
make
egg rolls?
Homemade stuff like that.
Yeah, you can do a lot of that. You know, before restaurants, like everything's actually homemade.
Yeah.
And then like in restaurants, people make the food with their hands.
I'm spoiled.
You are.
Jinx. You owe me a lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
She said she would make me another one and I could just have it.
Oh, really?
I said, maybe you could make 2 and I could bring one to work.
That would be awesome, dude.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah. My dad would always do that. My mom would make a lot of cupcakes and my dad would bring them to work. And that's how you make moves at work.
That is how you make moves at work.
Like,
Work
hey,
your way up the ladder.
that's right.
That's why they say behind every successful man is a woman making a lasagna that he can bring to work.
Exactly. That is a saying that they say all the time.
Yeah, that's a classic, dude. You can
Classic.
get that at Marshall's on one of those signs. Put it up in your house.
And what does it say again?
It says behind every successful man is a woman who makes some lasagna to bring to work. It's a big sign. It's one of those 3-part signs that like
It's abstract where you can put it on the wall a certain way. That's great. So now you have a girlfriend. She makes you lasagna. She makes you egg rolls.
Now I just got to not fuck it up.
don't fuck it up.
I feel
Step 1. Don't fuck anyone else.
I'm not, yep.
There you go.
Deleted everybody.
Deleted them.
Deleted
Blocked
the
them.
apps.
Look at that. You
Blocked
really,
him.
you do care. It's good.
Nice.
That's good.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Step 2.
I can make her happy now, but now I got to make her happy every day.
You know, here's the one piece of
That's
advice
good.
I will
That's
give
hard.
you. You do want to make her happy, but you can't forget about you. Don't expense your happiness. You know what I mean? You want to be happy because she won't be happy if you're not happy.
So I got to stay the person that she met.
Fell in love with.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're at that love point, but I mean, she's making you fucking lasagna. I mean, what are
think
we
so.
talking about? And egg rolls. If that's not love, I don't know. What
Are you
is.
asking for this food or is she just surprising you?
She's making it.
That's
I'm just
amazing.
over there and she's just making this
Are you
stuff.
going to hang out with her tonight? What's she
She
going
made cashew chicken
Whoa!
Whoa. Cashew chicken?
because I said that was my favorite Chinese dish.
Whoa!
What is cashew chicken?
It's like it's like rice,
Okay.
chicken, some
Cashews.
assorted vegetables, and cashews. Nuts are cooked. It's cooked nuts.
You cooked the nuts.
Cook the cashews inside the dish. Skillet.
skillet.
She was outside at Barton Springs tanning. Bad
Whoa.
sunburn. Surprising for an Asian.
Okay.
Wow, so now she has blisters from the sun
So
and the
I'm
egg
putting
rolls.
the lotion on.
Yep.
The aloe.
Mm.
But yesterday it's peeling off.
Yeah.
And I can like grab like large sheets
Yeah.
of the dead skin, and she kept trying to get me to stop.
Yeah.
But you liked it?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's like peeling the phone thing
I
off.
would
off
I would peel
the
some
screen.
of it off, and I'd try to feed it to the dog,
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
and it would go after it. Dude.
Oh my God. I was like, are you saving it like Austin Powers Gold member? You're not, you're feeding it to the dog.
I forgot about
That's
that
what that was
scene.
from. I knew that the dead skin was
Yeah.
from something.
What?
I'm peeling.
Yeah.
I'm peeling.
And he goes, oh, that's a big one.
Put it in the skin box.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's a big
Dude.
one. And then he like plays.
Yeah.
That movie was so awesome. That was the movie I think I fell in love with Beyonce. Oh my God. That was
You fell in love with Beyonce,
We
the
all
devil
fell in love
worshiper?
with Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Beyonce.
I was a big fan. She was
Can I
on
say
the,
that?
I think, 2007 swimsuit edition cover. That was my first big magazine that I used a lot.
Used a lot for what? Don't even say it, you nasty boy.
Peeling my own skin.
Hey, that's disgusting.
The foreskin.
Yeah.
Hey. Yes.
If you're in the meetings, you know.
If you're at the meetings, you know.
That's a good call.
I'm not in the meetings.
Yeah.
Me either.
You know, sorry, guys.
Not
Sorry
at all.
that decision was made for you.
That was when she was just Beyonce. She was Beyonce Knowles.
She was Beyonce Knowles in that
She had a
movie.
last name still.
Mhm.
You remember that?
What's her first? What? Which she doesn't have a last name anymore?
No.
It's Z.
Beyonce Z.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because that's
Because
Jay-Z's.
she's evil.
No, because Jay-Z's last name is Z.
G. Yeah.
His name is Jay-Z.
Beyonce Z. That doesn't have a good ring to it.
It doesn't.
Beyonce Z.
BZ would be better.
Mrs. Z.
Yeah, Mrs. Z.
Miss Z is
BZ.
BZ. BZ.
BZQ.
BZQ. What does that mean?
Beyonce barbecue.
She's been doing all those Levi commercials. You guys been seeing those?
Yeah, dude, because she's a country artist. If you guys didn't know, somebody said that she originated country music.
Is she even black anymore?
Yes.
Is she doing like a
She's
Michael
still
Jackson
black.
thing here? She's going to be the she's Michael Jackson of the country music. She just comes out and she's like, she's white now all of a sudden. Like, what the hell?
I don't think she's
Who's that?
white.
That's
dude.
Beyonce
I think
white.
we would accept it.
She's not
We'd
white.
They
still
would.
love her.
We accept everything.
She's not white. She just had some blonde extensions, and she's always been light skinned. Since
Did you not understand what I was saying? Did you hear anything I just said?
Oh, because of country music.
I called her Michael Jackson. Michael
I heard
Jackson
that
was
part.
black and then turned white.
I know, but I don't
I
think
know
that's
that
what's
she's
happening to her.
light-skinned.
I don't. Okay,
She's not getting lighter.
I don't think
I'm
so
saying
either.
she's going to become white.
Oh,
Whatever.
Jesus, I'm sorry. Hey, real quick, shout out to our sponsor, TEJAS TONIC. Use the promo code WETPOD for 15% off. We were supposed to do that at the beginning, but we got a little sidetracked with love.
Love does do that to your life. Like,
Flavor of love.
I was leaving today and I was kissing my fiance bye. Forgot my laptop that I needed to get fixed.
Blinded.
Blinded by the love.
Yeah, that's why you need these, baby. Hope you see straight.
So, next question. Do you hang out a lot?
Yeah.
That's good.
All day yesterday.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just eating egg rolls, peeling skin.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was watching Last Chance U.
Oh, that's a good show.
I haven't seen that. What
That's
is
where
that?
that big fat coaches get really angry at his players and he yells at them.
Yeah.
And he
The
got, like,
junior college Netflix.
Okay, I haven't
series.
seen it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
it's where they follow a coach around, the team around, because it's all like the kids who couldn't do like D1 because they were not smart enough and they kept failing and they were really bad, and it's like their fifth chance at getting to D1. So they go to this, what it's called, JUCO,
Independence,
JUCO.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Independence Community College.
Each of them got like 5 kids, 10 kids. They're playing like football at like a D3 college, trying to make it. And this coach just hates everybody. He's racist. He's telling everybody they're fat and lazy.
He's from Compton. He's a white dude from Compton.
Oh, that's
so
what
he
it
has
is.
a way to detox the players in a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
He's got
but
a
it's
way
like
to
it's just motherfucker this, motherfucker that.
Yeah, you're a D3 coach. I'm going to say motherfucker. a lot.
I don't even think it's considered D3. It's like its own thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
JUCO.
junior
JUCO,
college.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like, and it's like their way,
It's above
like,
high school, but
Yeah.
it's like
but it's crazy too because it's JUCO, but these guys are like 28 years old, and you're like, you're still in college, and they're like trying to make it, and it's crazy. They
Yeah.
got kids literally, and then there's a few of them they make it up, but the coach is crazy, dude. And he fights with the other teams. They all talk shit because both coaches are on every JUCO team in this show. They're all alcoholics, and they're all just like, you can tell they're all
Man.
puffed up and they're just like drunk.
So
Probably
it's just like legit Blue Mountain State.
it is, but it's
Oh.
in real life.
the coach has a sick leg tattoo
Okay.
on his calf right there.
Dude, yeah, man. If you got a good leg tattoo, you got to live in a shorts climate, man. You can't be hiding that. You
Yeah.
can't be wearing pants over your sick leg tattoo.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing with me. It's crazy because I live in a hot climate, but I'm cold all the time. So
Yeah.
I can't even.
You're a lucky boy. I got to get better AC in my car.
Yeah.
I was looking at portable AC chargers or portable AC units for my car
For a
today.
car?
Yeah.
It doesn't-
Damn.
You need to have you put the freeze in it?
Yeah, it's not that. It's just there's airflow issues, and when I turn the AC on, it gets worse. You know what? Hey, man, you know what? Shut up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's make fun of my. Yeah.
I'm not laughing at your situation.
No,
I'm laughing at how you're saying it.
Okay.
Markus.
I gotta look at the antifreeze. It's not an airflow issue. And your voice
It's an airflow issue. And the airflow issue is not as bad when I'm not running the AC unit in the car. But we live in Texas, so it's like, do I want to risk stalling my car out, or do I want to not sweat a little bit? That's what we're dealing with.
Markus, you're like you're a real handyman. Like, you're an actual man.
Thank you.
One of my only friends that's like, this guy reminds me of my dad.
Okay.
No, he reminds you of your
Markus
dad.
is the bar back. Wouldn't it be crazy if Markus was like just taking ice buckets and putting it into his car?
Hey man, if that's what did the trick, man.
To use ice for the AC.
I wish that worked.
That would be pretty cool.
Again, it's an airflow issue.
Logistically, that would never work.
Logistically, he'd just have ice in it, then it'd melt, and then he'd just have a really wet car, and then it smelled like wet dog. Because I mean, look at that beard; he smelled like a wet dog.
I mean, I just trimmed this, dude. You didn't even say anything. You don't care.
It looks.
I shaved my head.
Looks great.
I thank you.
Oh, you're wearing a hat.
I know.
Oh wait, put it back. It's blinding. Roasted. Dude, we haven't roasted anybody in a long time on this show.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know, because you put a hat on every day.
So we can't roast me if I'm wearing a hat.
And you're literally hiding your whole face right now. I can't make fun of anything.
Exactly. Suck it. Get better.
Dude, it's like a whole shield. It's like you're in COVID.
You don't even know what I look like, dude.
So we never asked Monford, where are you from?
Richmond, Virginia, the suburbs.
The suburb? What is Richmond, Virginia? What's down? I've heard of that's like
VA.
VA. What do you do in Virginia?
We
smoke cigarettes.
We smoked cigarettes. We smoked weed.
Okay.
We ran outside, hung outside with our friends.
I did that too.
We stole cars.
Whoa.
I didn't do that.
We didn't steal cars.
What'd you steal?
Run around with my hood rat friends.
He stole hearts from all the ladies in what is Richmond, Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you said Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah.
That's where I went to school in Michigan. Richmond.
In
He's
Richmond,
from Richmond, Michigan.
Yeah, Richmond, Michigan.
My God. Small world.
Small world. Every time I always said I went to school at Richmond, people were like, Virginia? I'm like, no, there's Michigan. There's a lot of cities all around the country with the same names. I just didn't, it's like we couldn't come up with any other names. You could name it whatever you wanted. But
Well,
they're like, I'm going to name it the same thing.
I think it's the name of a town in England. So
See?
then a bunch of American towns just kind of copied it.
Yeah.
See, we all copied everything. There's nothing original. Like you guys talking about my comedy earlier, like, why don't you just try to be a good comic? And I'm like, well, apparently people that haven't done what I do, which is yelling at people.
What do you do?
They want the clash. They want the drama. They want the... And some lady told me last night, she goes, we want shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can deliver shit.
Is it almost like you are your own Last Chance You in comedy?
I can't, yes.
Yeah.
Last night, so I'm at a show, which is also where you could smoke marijuana, right? So
yeah, so
it should be a chill. It should be a chill room, right?
Should be.
So there's like 12 people in the room. You know, I'm the host of the night. I get brought up cold. I just walk on stage and I say hello, and they're like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I'm Justin Essemacher. This is gonna be comedy." So what I would like to do is it's like you try to bring people in. You say hello, how are you doing? This is a small room. Try to make it small and mighty. Everybody feel more close. Get to know people.
Sure.
The first table I talked to was the problem. So I say hello to a guy, and I was like, he was eating food, and I go, "Cool, you got your dinner. That's good. Thank you for coming." Talk to his friend, and I go, "How are you?" And his friend was a mute, and he was like, I'm fine. And I'm like, "Okay, do you work?" Because I wanted to ask him. I'm like, because if you have a job, you kind of had to talk during the interview, I would assume.
Yeah.
And I go, "So do you work?" And he goes, "I do like whatever." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're the worst, dude. I can't deal with this anymore." So I move on. I start talking to these ladies in the front row. We're having fun. I'm talking about serving Red Lobster and all this shit. They were liking it. And then the first guy I talked to, because I made fun of his friend, he was like, "Tell a joke." And I was like, "Gosh, damn it." So then I switched on. And then I said something about, "Yeah, I fucked your mom, dude." And I was like, "Yeah." And the whole crowd, I knew the crowd was going to love it because it was a stupid... They loved it.
Nice.
He hated it. He goes, you're a cunt."
Whoa.
I know we can't say that, but that's literally what he told me. I've never been called that on stage by anybody.
Yeah.
So that was the first time. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Right? So I tried to play it off, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And I spelled something back stupidly to him. And I was like, I'm a great person or whatever, you know? And then somebody in the crowd spelled it out and it made it a positive affirmation, right?
Nice.
So then the crowd turns on him.
Nice.
So he's like, tell a joke. And then I start going into it. I'm like explaining to him, like, yeah, I'm trying to do this, but you keep interrupting what I'm doing. I was literally in the middle of telling a joke. And then he was like, whatever, dude, you're a bitch ass. And I was like, oh my God, dude. I go, so do you want me to talk or tell jokes? Do you want me to talk to you or tell jokes? And then he wouldn't talk to me. I go, so you're one of those. And so then I just leaned to it more. And then he hated me more. And then he just kept talking to me. He's like, we should go on. You want to go on a date with me? You're like infatuated with me. I go, I'm not even talking to you right now. Do you want to talk to me or you want me to tell jokes? So I was trying to bring in the crowd over here. They liked me on the left side. And then he just kept wanting to fight me.
What I've noticed, anytime you have your conflicts on stage, there's always a section that does love you. Yes. And then there's a section that absolutely hates you. And it's kind of a microcosm of your life. Because there's a lot of people who love you. And then there's a lot of people who you think don't like you.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Do you think that maybe it was just like handled the wrong way to start? Maybe what if he was just like, he's eating his dinner, like, excuse me, Mr. Justin?
He was a white guy. He was like 45.
He still talks like this.
He still talks.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Excuse me, Mr. Justin. I'm eating my dinner and I really don't want crowd work tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want crowd work. Could you? I don't want too much crowd work lately. Some material tonight, please.
Dude, it's like how Uber gives you the option of not talking to the Uber driver.
Yeah.
A comedian's like, actually, I'm not into this crowd work thing.
Once he told me what to do, that's when it flips. Because now I don't want to do what you told me. Because that's my personality. So that's what it was.
Is.
So
then you're going to lose the respect of all the other people if you listen to this guy.
Exactly.
Do what this yelling guy.
Exactly. So I was like, I can't back down from him. Also, there's nothing else to do. There's 12 people. And then I got rid of the problem. They all were happy about it. The crowd turned on him and they were like calling him.
So he left in the middle of his dinner?
He got kicked out. He was already done eating. He just had some food in front of him and it looked like some ribs or some shit. And I was like, oh, dude, you brought ribs or whatever.
Nice.
And then it was fine. And then I talked to his friend. He didn't talk. And I was like, I was making fun of his friend because I was like, how can you be an adult and not like understand? I'm asking you a simple question. And I was bringing into my server lifestyle jokes.
Yeah.
And then he was like, tell a joke. And I literally was in the middle of doing the set.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was probably stoned out of his mind.
No, he was also drunk.
And stoned.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
what
his energy was just bad. And then all the people in front of him have seen me before and they really like me. So that was the benefit.
Man.
And then, but it was just, that was the first time I've been called that. And I wasn't going to.
Face.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was like, I couldn't believe he did it. And he was like laughing about it. And I'm just like, all right, I mean, we can do this. I don't care.
Was he munching ribs?
No, he was done. He was just sitting there looking at me and he's like, just do some jokes, man. You suck, dude. Just joke. And then so I did some really bad jokes for him. And I go, so you don't want the jokes either? I go, I don't think you know what you want.
It is funny to be like, do jokes, and then you give him the worst jokes ever.
Yeah.
I do.
And you're like, oh, you don't like that?
That's what I did.
I know. I know you did. That's the best part.
I don't give a fuck. So it's like, and then, but I mean, I got a little bit back from the history. It was the old Justin came out. The OG Justin came out, and I told everybody in the crowd, I go, I don't do that anymore. This is like a once-time thing. I'm sorry. Wow. I hope you guys like that. I don't like to do that anymore. And then the people at the end, they're like, why don't you like to do it anymore? I go, well, because I'm like an adult. I'm trying to be mature. I'm trying to do better. But I think people want the shit.
That's what everyone loves, though.
He was waiting outside for you to get off?
Yeah. And then a little Mexican lady came up to me after, and she goes, Mr. Justin. And I go, hi. And she goes, those guys are waiting outside for you, just like sitting there. They've been there for like an hour. And I go, thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. You're so sweet.
Is there a back door?
Okay, I went out there and they weren't there. That's happened to me, though, many of times. Like, people have waited, tried to fight me.
Hey, Mr. Funny Man.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Ain't so funny now. And I go, hey, dude, I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not. I'm just trying to get to my car. It's,
have you ever had conflict like that? Where someone wants to fight you after the show?
No, not really.
I don't know if I have either, honestly.
I've gotten it multiple times.
I've been groped after and during, but I've never been...
Groped? You mean like in a good way?
I didn't like it. It was sexual assault. They were essentially...
So you got groped in the balls?
In other areas, but yeah, the balls is where women
How did
usually
you get groped?
Well, one time
Explain what you're saying.
One time a lady walked up on stage I'm on stage and she just grabs my dick and balls, holds it for like 2 seconds, and then just leaves.
What kind of lady was she?
She was an older black woman. This was in Detroit.
Respect.
I think this was at Nandi's Knowledge Cafe. It was like they had free wine in the back. And I was a little drunk. And my set, it started out pretty good. And then I was like faltering a little. This woman just came up and grabbed my dick and ball. She might have been 60. I don't know. I was wearing sweatpants. And
they don't, once they get drunk, man, those ladies don't care.
No, drunk women. It's always drunk women. And it's always the same kind of thing where it's like they'll either grab my dick and balls or they'll grab my beard. And then use either one of those as leverage to try to sexually assault me. And I don't like it. I hate it. If you're at a comedy show and you're a drunk woman, don't try to fuck the comic by grabbing his dick and balls.
Well, some men like that, I think, Marcus. I think you might be a little gay.
Did it hurt?
No.
I'm kidding.
She didn't go, grr. She just like held it. Like it felt like it was being held. Like it would have been a 10-yard penalty in football for
then
sure.
You're looking at her and just caressing her.
I had to finish my set. No, I had to keep going.
He had a hand down here and he has his hand on the mic. He's
It kind of saved my set, honestly.
It's like it's a lady from the syrup bottle.
No, it wasn't. Jesus
She wasn't that old, right?
It wasn't Mrs. Buttersworth.
Aunt Jemima.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I don't know. She was. I would guess 50s or 60s.
Come here, baby.
So she might be 70 now.
So
this was a while ago, and I mean, I recovered. I got back on my shit. I was drunk at the time. I was drinking the free wine too, man.
I had a beer. I had a couple beers before the set. That's too what probably happened. Justin.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, you get groped by a woman. I got groped by men, like literally trying to throw me off stage, hit me, fight me. Did you? Oh, you probably like this one. Did I ever tell you about? This is an old one. There was one time I was in a black room in Detroit. Mm-hmm. It was a sold out show, like 80 people, and they were all family. I forgot that.
Oh my God.
So I was talking about vagina stuff, right? And some lady in the crowd goes, "That's white people shit." And I was like, "You got a fat pussy." And it was and that was to the grandma of like all of the people that was there. They were like, and then they like, boo! They all booed me for like 3 minutes straight. And then I kept trying to go and I kept trying to make more fun. And every joke I said, they were like, boo, you suck. And then her nephew walks up from the back of the room. He had these dreads, dude. They were covering his face and he was looking at me. He never blinked. And then he sat down in the front and he just kept looking at me. And I looked at him and I go, it's crazy. I'm about to get my ass beat by somebody wearing their Sunday school outfit. And then they were like, boo!
Dude, I have a visual in my head.
It was crazy.
I'm in the back of the room watching this happen. I can still picture it.
You see the dread guy?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of the other comics, they came up and they were like, they came up and like had to calm down. They're like, hey man, like, please, like, don't kill him.
We don't even know this guy.
Yeah. I just got booed for like 5 minutes straight.
That's the thing. It's like every time I watch comics in Austin who like think they're tough or think they've been through the shit, I'm like, dude, you guys don't even know the shit that I've seen Justin go through. Like, literally booed, not even booed off stage. He didn't get off stage. I
didn't get off stage.
Like,
I said, until the host got me off.
Yeah.
He looked at me finally and he was like,
I've seen you yanked off stage.
I've been yanked off stage.
But you don't get off just because you're getting booed.
Were you getting scared?
I mean, a little bit, but you can't act scared because then it's like, then you lose the whole room.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to go down in flames. Like, I have to wait till the host gets me because then I look like a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after that show, people were like, you crazy as fuck, bro. And I was like, all right.
Not the compliment you think it
And
is.
then the old ladies would be like, bless your heart. Like, you tried. And it's like, I know. I'm going to go home and cry. But yeah, that happened to me all the time. All the time. The first joke, it would be a really bad joke in a black room. I'm just starting and I'm like, so I live at home with my parents. And the lady stood up and she was like, boo, you suck. Hey, Kool-Aid, get this man off the stage.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Austin is a little too encouraging sometimes.
A lot of scenes are too encouraging. They're too encouraging. Go to where they hate you and you have to earn the respect and you'll earn some stripes.
Mm.
And that's what happened to me. That's why I am the way I am.
Is that what this is in your hair? The gray stripes?
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry. You wanted to roast more.
Pull your hat off.
Yeah.
You got tree rings.
I got tree rings? Fuck you, dude.
That's like another thing. You like prestige level 1,000. They're like, you can restart every.
Fuck you.
It's
Stripes, dude. Earn the stripes.
I thought we were just having fun.
We are having fun.
Are we?
Look like you had too much fun.
Oh.
Lost all your hair.
I did. Shaved it. I'm sorry you're hanging on to it like a fucking guy climbing a cliff.
Oh, I am going to hang on.
Yeah.
I am going to hang on as long as I can.
Yeah.
I'll do the bald when I need to.
Do you have it that long in the back so the guy fucking you in the ass can grab onto it?
Yeah. Because I don't want him to fall out.
You know?
so
You're getting fucked in the ass by a guy with a little dick.
when you were saying that you have to text your fiance and let her know you're safe, but she won't let you know if she's safe.
Yeah.
Is that normal in relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one.
Yeah.
You are entering a one-way street. That's what I said earlier.
She always has to be right.
Is the customer's always right?
Yeah. And I've realized also, always right, if you also don't say anything, that's usually better because you don't say anything bad.
Oh, my uncle taught me this a long time ago. He was like, you don't have to say everything. He was like, what you can do is no matter what is said, you just go, oh.
Yes. That's a good one.
It's an answer to anything.
And it also carries the conversation another 5 minutes.
Yes. Yes. You acknowledge that you heard what was said. You did not take a stance on it at all. You just go, oh.
That's a good.
You feign fake interest.
No, it's not faking. Marcus, this is on camera. It's not faking interest. This is very interesting. That's why you say, oh.
Oh.
Not like that. Not like that either. You go, oh.
That's actually really good. Because that's very neutral.
It is.
You know what also can get you in trouble? Because like even if I breathe wrong, I get in trouble.
Yeah, don't
If I
breathe
take a
wrong.
second to breathe about it because it like triggers me, but I don't want to say anything bad, I'll go.
That's
bad.
such a dramatic breath.
Because
Right,
I want to.
yeah.
Well,
you're
it's
doing
because
that on purpose.
I'm doing it on purpose because it's also I'd rather hear the breathe than the cuss words that are going to come out of my mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like that.
I never thought about it like
It's
that.
like I'll show off enough anger, but I shouldn't be doing that either. So
It is-
exactly, being quiet. You have to
Yes.
say that I'm going to use this. Oh,
It's similar to when you're having a rough set on stage where you're like,
Hey.
I can't let him. Well, you just
why'd you just
Yeah.
point at me?
because you just talked about it,
I'm
where
kidding,
you
I
can't
know.
let
I
him
was
know
doing-
you're scared. You can't let him know you're upset. That's why the deep breath sometimes will bite you in the ass because you're trying to calm yourself down, but now they know that they got to you.
Yeah.
You can't let them know.
That's true.
Right.
That's what it is.
That's why you got the shades on, right? Poker face. They don't know anything.
Those shades are really dirty, by the way.
I know. Thank you for pointing that out.
See, that's why I wear makeup.
they
So
look
cover it
like
up.
candy canes, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you like eating candy canes any time of the year or just during Christmas?
It's just during Christmas.
right? It's only during Christmas.
Where do you get them other than that? I want to circle back
you
to this
can get-
relationship advice, but
yeah,
for
I
a
want
second,
to too. But the
where
candy,
can you get candy
I
canes?
mean, you can get candy canes usually most probably around the year now because it's America. But it's just like I don't like to eat it unless it's during Christmas. It takes me back every time I eat it during Christmas, like childhood, and then I throw it away.
You like
Or-
the red and white ones, or you like
Yeah.
a different flavor?
red and white one's classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
But if it's during the year, I like the peppermints that are like the dissolve ones. Those
Dude,
are good.
Hey, I'm going fucking nuts on the candy canes this year. I'm buying so many candy canes once Christmas comes around, dude.
Are you
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting at home eating
sucking candy canes?
Sucking candy canes,
You
dude.
gay. All right, so back to relationship advice.
So back to relationship advice. All right, you really can't let them know that you're phased, even if you are. You got to show that strength, man
Phased.
shit. All right, you gotta find a way to be like, what next play is she about to run? If you want to think about football, right? You
What if I
can't
di-
let
what
them
if
know
I
you're
don't know
blitzing.
football?
You can't let them know you're in a prevent. All right. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? But you got to try to anticipate where they're headed.
Okay, but now what if they do the flea flicker?
I can be like Andy Reid. I've got the call sheet over my mouth.
Yes.
You can't
yes.
see what I'm calling right
Exactly.
Oh, that was good.
You-
I didn't even know what you just said.
Exactly.
now. I love you.
There you go. That you pull the sheet away, you say I love you. They make you think
You fucking
you
bitch.
make them think
I
you're
love you.
yeah.
You fucking bitch.
You're fucking it up. You're reversing it.
Okay.
You want to let them know I love you, and then do the fucking bitch, right? Because then they think you're running the I love you play,
Mm-hmm.
and you got them.
I also
I
talk
love
to
you,
my
you mother.
yeah.
Then
I
you-
also
then you
I talk
sack
to my
them.
I talk to myself a lot.
Yeah.
I do that because that's the only person that listens.
What's a cute thing that you'll do? Like a
Flowers.
really sweet thing.
flowers.
Just surprise
laundry,
them with flowers every once in a while.
Dishes.
Yeah.
You're saying cute things for her?
For you, if you do something wrong.
If you do something wrong,
Yeah,
something she'll do cute for you?
No, what you got to do for her?
Oh.
I do a lot of flowers. A lot of flowers.
Yeah. Do they just end up in the trash, to be honest?
No. You want to know a secret with flowers, too? If you buy flowers, you don't buy the roses. If you're in a relationship. Like, you don't need the roses are cool at the beginning, but you get the little carnations. They're a few bucks. You can buy a couple of them. You make your own, but they last longer. That's a good one.
Now, it sounds like your chick might be into a bonsai tree, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with that, you don't even really need to water it like that. Like, it probably won't end up in the trash.
I have a money tree, and it's doing so good.
Really?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, is that the same thing, a bonsai tree, a money tree?
I don't know what a money tree is.
I've heard of a money tree. I couldn't picture it.
It looks like a bamboo stick tree. I take great care of it. I also broke its branch off on accident.
Damn.
And then I replanted it, and that one's doing good. So now I got like a, you know how they have what is it, the universe one? Guardians of the Galaxy? The Gronk. What's the tree? Gronk.
Groot.
Groot. Yeah, so I got like a big Groot and a small Groot now.
Nice.
And I talk to them and I spray them. They're thriving.
That's what you got to look forward to. Starts with lasagna. It ends with you talking to a fucking bamboo stick.
I don't even have a life anymore. Who am I?
You're Justin
you know what?
Essenmacher.
Talking to a goddamn
Guess what?
ficus.
You know.
Do you really talk to it?
And you know what the ficus doesn't do? Doesn't yell at you.
Sound better, Justin.
No,
That's
it's just
where the
way
great
I am.
streaks come from.
Yeah. No, honestly, you do. But apparently, talking to your plants is a good thing. They like that, and also it's good. You know, they are. It's. I've watched the plant like have its good days and bad days, and it's like.
And it's watched you have good and bad days
for
too.
real. It does. It watches me, and it's in the studio. It's in the studio, so it just watches me scream at a computer screen when it's not working right.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this guy's going through it.
Yep.
So I found out apparently when I'm getting cutesy, I'll make like a chipmunk noises.
Yeah. And she likes that.
She likes that.
Keep that going.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
You are Alvin. Me, I want a hula hoop. Maybe get a hula hoop. She might be into that. I don't know.
That's cool. So you do that. What else? So what have you done for her?
Dishes. We talked about that.
Dishes. I was putting the aloe vera on her.
Yeah. Keep doing all that stuff. They like the shit that you did initially.
Her dogs like me.
You're a good dog guy.
Yeah.
You resemble a dog, maybe. That's why.
Yeah.
Is that a compliment or a?
Yeah. We all resemble dogs a little bit.
In which way?
We have facial hair.
Because you always hump in the air.
Yeah. No, he resembles a dog because he's also been snipped, spayed, and neutered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
yeah. Maybe it is deeper than I initially even thought.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have taken care of other people's dogs. You are a dog guy. Like, I get it, man. You're good with the dogs. You do the dishes. I mean, I've been saying you're the total package for years, but sometimes it takes a minute for these ladies to figure it out,
Yeah, maybe yeah. You know what's crazy too is when you try too hard, how it scares women. Like when you just meet them and they're like, well, why are you like trying to like talk to me? Like, what are you asking about my day for? I don't know. I just
because I want to fuck you. What?
Well, Marcus, but not see.
But that is like if you're a single guy at a bar and you're talking to a chick, it's like, yeah, I'm not talking to you because I find you disgusting.
But I'm saying if you're interested, it's crazy because you just can't like. If you show you're too interested in people, sometimes it just scares people away because it's too intense.
Yeah, sure.
So I guess that's also not the right person.
Have you had a bad rejection?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I've been cheated on multiple times.
God damn.
Yeah, he's a real passionate. What's the word? Romantic.
Romantic.
Yes, Justin's a romantic.
Now, do you make plans or can you let them make plans?
Oh, I love make plans.
They want you to make the plans. Is that how it is?
Yeah. Well, it's like they want so a thing will be like, I want to go to this place, and you're like, okay, let's go. And she's like, then they'll go like, do you sure you want to go? And where do you want to go? And I'm like, well, I didn't want to do this, because now it's going to be a long conversation because none of us can make a decision.
But what you can do is just plan. You can plan something
ahead
without you that, and she doesn't even know it. And then you're like, hey, I got us things to the thing on whatever day.
Yeah. Well, lately it's been a struggle, so I haven't been really planning. I've been trying to survive. We've been surviving, and that's been bringing us closer together.
Yeah.
You know, we cook a lot of food at home.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. You
well,
know?
he seems to have that locked down already.
That's good. That's great.
It is funny that you're like 48 hours into this relationship and we're just giving you all the fucking worst advice possible.
She said she's never been to Waffle House.
Whoa.
Well, that's a good thing because Waffle House is the worst.
So it sounds like she wants to go.
I can handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffle House you could handle.
She said she's always been scared to go by herself, but now
those are the things you want to listen for. The things where it's like, I've never been because I didn't want to go by myself.
That's what I need to. That's something I need to
be her bodyguard.
I would love to take you to Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, you got to go at the right time.
Yeah,
that's
peak
the right
hours.
Is that the right time?
Yeah.
Why is it the right time at 3:30?
Because the sun's down. No one knows you're there.
Oh, okay.
Even the staff sometimes doesn't know you're there, and you're like, I ordered food.
Where's the brawl?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. What do you want today? I want a brawl behind me right now. I don't care about the waffles.
I want to eat a nice crispy waffle and watch black people brawl.
Well, where do you live? It might be Mexican people.
Honestly, Waffle Houses out here aren't the same.
Then where?
There's like 3 of them out here.
Then where?
East Coast, Virginia.
They have like, is that where the fights happen?
Yeah.
Because I've never been to the Waffle House where the fights happen, but I see them all the time and it's crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean,
also, I want to know why the fights are happening at Waffle House. Because like, what is it?
It's
just
open.
Nothing else open.
They're 24 hours. So it's like, you got to fight somewhere that's open.
You can fight out in the parking lot or outside. You don't need, because once you go inside, dude, now you got chairs. Like now you got to worry about more stuff.
You want me to break it down?
Break it, please. I've been wanting you to.
It's 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Everyone's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
What do you drunk people want to do?
Eat breakfast.
And fight. Enter Waffle House.
And
the place where you can do both.
You know it's bad when you walk in and you gotta sit at a dirty table.
Oh yeah.
You got to.
You're gonna sit at a dirty table. If you're a real pro, if you want to turn that into a waffle home, you bring your own Lysol wipes, right?
Yeah.
You bring your own butt wipes, your own toilet paper. Shit, you could bring your own syrup. You come in there with the goddamn shower caddy like you're in college and it's freshman year again. You just found out you can't jack off in the showers because it clogs the drains. Boom, Waffle House. Hi. I would like 3 waffles with chocolate chips. Actually, hold the chocolate chips. I got my own. Because I know you guys are going to fucking forget it.
Well, thank God you brought them.
Yeah. I'm just here for the waffles. I got everything else. You bring a gun too, obviously.
They have good hash browns too.
Yeah, I mean, they're hash browns, you know? They're not even that hard to fuck up.
No, every restaurant can mess up hash browns.
They can.
I've had a lot of bad hash browns. I do not like the traditional, like that shredded hash browns. I actually hate them.
How do you like your potatoes?
Are you asking Monford or me? I can't see with your glasses. Because you
Where do
looked
you
that
think
way
I'm
when you
looking?
looked at me.
He's
Well,
looking
now
at
you're
you.
looking at
I
me,
looked
but
in
when
the
you
corner to come up with my question, and then I was like, for you.
Okay, how do I like my hash browns? I like fried, like those like hash brown patties. Those are better.
The patties.
My grandma always cooked those for us, and like she'd cook it in like a frying pan full of like a stick of butter, dude. Those were the best. But I just don't like the hash browns. They never have enough flavor. And then when you ask them crispy, it's just really like crispy. I don't enjoy them. I think there's so much better way potatoes. I'd rather have fries. I'd rather have fries than hash browns.
Do you like the home style?
Home style, yes.
Yeah, home
Oh wait,
style.
no, home style is
style.
the sliced ones.
Home style is the little cubed.
Yeah,
You don't like the cubed?
Yeah.
That's what I make at home, dude.
I like those.
the cubes are fine.
I got a fucking dicer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like making potatoes more at home because I know to put the love in it. See, it takes a lot of seasoning to get the potatoes right because potatoes soak in so much. You got to keep seasoning it, keep adding butter, and then it gets good. But when you go to I'm not a big fan of diner things. I can't eat this shit anyway. I just get sick, so I don't go to them anymore.
Celiacs.
Something. No, it's like egg stuff. I don't eat breakfast anymore because I just get so sick.
Yeah. Well, Waffle House is one of those places where as soon as you get to sit down, they're giving you the silverware and it's just loose. Just on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not wrapped up.
I am always blown away that people like Waffle House and Denny's. I think they're absolutely atrocious.
Are you an IHOP guy?
IHOP's better than those, I guess. But
Well, that's
I don't
kind
even
of
think
what
IHOP's
we're
that great.
missing in us. There's no diner. There's no 24-hour diner, really.
There is.
It's just those chains.
It's just the chains, yeah. There is no greasy spoon 24-hour that I know of.
Yeah, I think Kirby Lane. Is Kirby Lane 24?
I don't think so.
I mean, but
They
like
have a
you're
few
talking
of them.
downtown, right? Like in LA, what was the place by the Comedy Store, that hot dog thing?
The train.
Yeah.
Oh, the train?
Yeah.
Is that 24s? 24?
I don't
know
know
what it was called. That's a train. People went there. It was inside a train. And it's like a block
There's an
away
old
from
train
the store.
car. Yeah, you go there, you get a bunch of hot dogs. Well, I mean,
remember
in Michigan, we got the Coney Islands, right?
Coney
There's a
Islands.
bunch of Coney Islands and just greasy spoon diners, get chili cheese dogs, shit your pants. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I mean. See, yeah.
You don't eat unhealthy food like that anymore.
No, I do. I just like, it has to be the right time of day. Like I have to be at home. It has to be night. My day's over.
Access to a toilet.
Access to a toilet for at least 30, 40 minutes.
What age is it where all of a sudden toilet proximity comes into every decision?
A lot of it. I think about my whole day
30.
because I could get sick.
Yeah.
I just get like, dude, like pain. Like I'll be in pain for hours. Like I don't want to do anything. So I'd rather be hungry than sick.
Oh, there is something. No, I shitted in her toilet.
Wow.
That's a
I
step.
shitted in
That's a
for
big
the first
step.
time.
nice.
Have you farted?
Only when I'm asleep. I tried to hold it in.
He's doing a chimek.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up the next day. She's like, "You farted on me."
She wasn't
And-
mad though.
And
She wasn't mad.
but-
She
Whoa.
let it. She liked it.
And-
She did. That's why she's making all those fucking beef egg rolls.
Yeah.
hey, dude, I was just trying to keep you warm, baby. You know what I'm saying? You felt cold, so I farted on your leg.
Yeah, it's summer in Austin, Texas. I'm trying to keep you warm. Yeah.
Hey, I get cold, bro, and I get hot. I'm probably hungover. I'm usually hungover, so I'm hot, cold, sweating. Oh, it's bad.
Okay. Any advice on sharing bathroom with women?
You, if you start to understand their schedule, you run away so you don't hear something you don't want to hear.
My advice would be just be like, if there's one bathroom,
Use the other one.
well, if there's, yeah, sure. But if there's just the one, right? You want to be like, do you need it first?
Right.
Because I'm about to go scorched earth on this fucking thing.
We don't say that because you're a gentleman.
Right.
No, you don't say these
In
things.
different words.
I'm just
Yeah.
getting the point across to you, and then you translate into how she likes to hear things.
Yeah, I would make it awkward probably because I would be like felt awkward, but try to make it laughable and be like, "Hey, would you mind just like turning that movie on like really loud? Let's play some music. I'm gonna be gone for a minute. You won't see me. I don't know."
Oh,
where
you're
I'm
wondering
going.
about Splash.
No, he's wondering. What? You're what?
It could be Splash. It could be.
Why
I
are
think
you
he's just
talking-
wondering about what I would say
Just in
if
general.
it's a bathroom thing and you're in the same house and there's one bathroom. I would be like, go outside. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her to go outside to the bathroom. I don't want to see
Jesus
that.
Christ.
That was a joke, Marcus.
Hey,
No.
I'm about to nuke your toilet. You mind going outside? The radiation.
I was telling
might
her to
poison
go
you.
outside if she has to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah. I was
Gee.
like,
If you just go into the bathroom for a long time and then she's just waiting out there,
Mhm.
then she hears the shower to come on.
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, ladies. We shit. Okay, we poop.
So do women.
Yeah, I know. But you're not worried about her pooping, right?
Yes, that's the biggest worry.
Is that the worry, or is it
I'm
you
not worried
pooping?
about that.
Yeah, see, no. You're misunderstanding. You're talking about how to hide the fact that you're pounding her toilet.
Yeah, and I'm eating all this like weird, not weird,
New
but
foods.
new foods.
Yeah,
and
And it's all the
Spicy,
foods, all the great
greasy.
new foods are yeah, it's just the foods that are going to run through you.
it's just like, but it's just like I'm not drinking a whole lot of water. She bought Pepsi. 'Cause
Yeah.
I said my favorite drink is Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
there's-
she
I'm
just
just
hears everything you
Pepsi,
say.
and she's just doing it.
And
It's
doing it.
crazy.
That's amazing.
Drinking
So you
Pepsi, so,
got
I've got
the-
these little rabbit turds.
Yeah,
just clumped together.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pepsi pellets.
I got that sounds like my grandma. I told my grandma one holiday, I go, I hate turkey. I like ham more. And so every holiday, my grandma would just make me a whole ham for myself. And she'd be like, Justin, I got ham. I go, Grandma, it's okay. I don't need it. And
Dude.
I'd be the only one eat. I ate like one slice of it. I'm like, I'm full. And she'd be like, it's all for you. And that's sweet. And I love that. But I'm like, I almost feel bad. But that's very sweet. That
You
she
really
put-
hate turkey?
turkey is like one of my least favorites, and it's at every holiday. And I don't think, sorry to my family, my mom cooks a great turkey, but I've just been to so many places where the turkey is just not that great
You know why
I
you
think
don't like
it's
turkey?
because it's
you-
dry and
No, it's
non-seasoned.
because you are a jive ass turkey.
I bet you love turkey. I bet you love Thanksgiving.
I do.
And you got a
Exactly.
fat pussy.
Yeah, bitch.
Boo.
I do like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I like ham better than turkey, though.
Thank God.
I'm just not going to be that guy.
I'm not. It was just I just didn't like it. It's just dry and it's whatever, dude. I just so much better meat. I feel like for a holiday, we should be doing steak and lobster. It's a holiday. Turkey's like literally like it's a huge bird that is genetically modified so we can make it juicy. And
our first Thanksgiving in Texas, it was me, him, and my now wife. We were in an Airbnb in Dallas with a
hot plate.
Yeah, a hot plate. It wasn't even a real. Man. Yeah, we made steaks. T-bone steaks for Thanksgiving.
It was great.
Watch the Lions lose.
But it was
awesome.
crazy. That, it was just one futon.
Did we do? I don't know if we did potatoes. I don't remember the sides.
We did something somehow, but it was literally, I think we had, it was like a hot plate that we cooked on.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know it was a hot plate. I'm like, I knew we had T-bone steaks and then.
I had to have cooked potatoes if we had that. It was Thanksgiving, so I tried to cook extra stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it was like we did what we had to do. And then it was like just one futon that could fit 3 people approximately. And did we have another chair? No, it was just a futon.
I think it was just a futon.
And then there was a bedroom with a bed and a chair in there.
Yeah. Hey, it was nice. We got through it.
We did. We stayed, what, 2 weeks in that?
There's 2 weeks in an Airbnb.
2 weeks in the size of this studio.
November.
Oh my gosh.
With that room. Count that room too.
Okay.
2 weeks, November 2020.
But we also stayed somewhere else before that too.
Fucking grinding. Yeah, we had a hotel for a week before that.
Yeah, we had a hotel. Oh my God.
We busted ass, dude. Everyone coming down to Austin now, like, it's so great. Man, you weren't even here. We were here when the foundation was getting poured, man.
Yeah, dude. It was like
when the cement was in the fucking mixer, dude.
Everybody took, it was when COVID happened. We took like 4 or 5 months off and they immediately, as soon as they opened it, we started doing comedy.
We went nuts.
And we left because we're like, I can't take another break.
Man, I got that call. Hey, Oklahoma City's open. I'm there.
We were there.
How do I get there? I type it in. I'm like, I'm there. I get in the minivan, just fucking drive, dude. Get there.
Drove, car broke down 3 times. Cool.
I remember the minivan.
Oh, yeah.
Minivan was great.
Minivan was great. It's just, eventually things are going to start falling apart. And it's like, I can't afford to fix this. And, my mom gave me a new Honda for free. So I was like, hey, man, from one Honda to the next.
Yeah.
That's how I live my life. I'm like a homeless guy who finds another cigarette while his cigarette is lit, and you just light it.
Well, that was how my life was. That was how my life was with cars.
Yeah,
cars just kept disappearing, and then a new car came. Like I was able to get one from my family somehow. I'm like sick.
There's a lot to learn from homeless people because it's just like all the resources you need are around you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't know if I'm becoming more like, what would the word be like? Grabbing things like I know things are going to be there and I take it because I know like I don't have it because I'm like struggling right now. So I'll grab some extra snacks. There's going to be some there.
Yeah.
It's like I'm grabbing the fruits of my labor. I've been doing it for like over 10 years. And I'm like, you know what? I don't make that much money. I'm going to take some snacks. I deserve some snacks.
So you're the one stealing snacks at work?
No.
I was like, it sounds like it. What?
I think that's Jackson.
Okay.
You know what?
We can't get too deep into this.
There's certain things that Marcus will always, when it's other people, he's like that white kid in class. He's just a kid in class and he's just like, teacher, he was actually doing this. And like, but when you say it about him, he'd be like, what the fuck, dude? But you try to get everybody, you throw people under the bus all the time, dude.
Yeah. That's called surviving. If you're under the bus, no room for me under the fucking bus.
Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to bite your fucking ankle and keep you under the bus
You're
with
stuck
me.
under a bus.
Oh, I'm grabbing you, dude. You're going under the bus with me. Speaking of, so that's a good segue. Speaking of opioids, the government just released a new FDA-approved drug that they're going to help with opioids. It's called, what is it called, Monford?
Ibogaine.
They're shutting down marijuana, but the FDA is approving this Ibogaine.
What if I'm not addicted to fentanyl? Can I use Ibogaine?
Also, Monford, you know what Ibogaine is, right?
Yeah.
So could you explain this to us, please, what Ibogaine is?
It's a shamanic African root.
Go on.
In the forests of Zimbabwe. No, I think it's like it's a powerful hallucinogen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, government. I see you.
Yeah, and so they just released they passed it was like a $50 million like bill to help run testing for it.
Fun.
Which, and I'm just like, it's at the same time that it was for Texas. Texas is leading the way of the country by doing this bill while they're also trying to shut down the marijuana thing of the natural leaf. And it's kind of crazy that they're approving this, but then trying to shut this down.
It's all money, dude.
I know, and it's just annoying. To me, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, so why are you approving this? Like, why do we have to worry about the marijuana if you're trying to like find new drugs and stuff?
The cost of doing business.
Cost of doing business. Because, I mean, you can use marijuana to get off hard drugs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for back pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, hey, why would we let people grow their own thing that's a cure-all for everything when we can charge them for 50 different things?
That's true. We can charge them for drugs. We don't even know what they do.
Like, you know how you used to be able to just buy cable and you had every channel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got rid of that and you're like, well, you need Netflix and then you need Paramount Plus and you need Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
If you want to watch every NFL game, you need like 8 different streaming services.
Actually annoying. That's why I don't watch sports anymore. Like, I never watched sports before, but sometimes I might have like our team will be playing, like Detroit will be playing. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm doing nothing. Let's turn it on. Can never find it. Dude. I type in football on every streaming service. It's all soccer. And I'm like, how do they have every soccer game on them in America? Every soccer game's on every streaming. I have 5 streaming services, not one football game.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And
it's wild.
And now they have it. It's in Brazil.
Yeah. And then they move the game.
From England to Brazil?
And England. They're doing more games. They're playing less games in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
There's the Munich games.
The Munich game, yeah.
There's another city in Germany too.
So does this mean like
Frankfurt,
the NFL's like they're trying
games,
to expand, or they're
trying
struggling
to
in
expand.
America?
Well, they're not struggling. It's they print money.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So why they're just expanding?
They want more money. Well, I think every other sport is relatively global. Basketball is super global now.
Oh, okay.
Hockey is pretty global. Baseball, I mean, yeah. All of South America.
Oh, that's true. Japan has
South
like one of the best
Korea.
teams always in the Little League.
That's a
World Series.
Like half of the MLB, they don't even have to speak English.
That is true.
Yeah,
Every time they do the interviews, they're like, Jorge, how was the game? And he's like, I hit the ball.
That was
good.
my favorite, dude. Miguel Cabrera, that interview. He's like, I see the ball. It's like I hit it really far. That was Asian. I don't even know, dude.
No, that was Miguel Cabrera.
But in football, you wouldn't be able to call the play. Like everybody on the team has to speak the same language. There'd be no way.
Yeah,
you could really play.
It's going to provide a challenge.
See, gordita, crunch, hike.
Oh, they're running their gordita crunch again.
Yeah, dude, that's a flea flicker on the outside to the left, up the middle.
More like a bean flicker.
Baseball's more visual.
Well, I mean, in baseball, you have the calling between the catcher and the pitcher calling pitches.
I mean, it's really hand signals, and it's really you just watch the ball.
Well,
and you
now
gotta get
they
the
don't
ball.
even do the hand signal. It's all pitch count. The pitcher has like a little audio thing in his hat. Yeah, because they don't want people stealing signs. Which is, I mean, it's been 100 years.
That's
of
like the
people stealing
classic
signs.
thing. Come on, that's the classic thing. That's what baseball was.
Baseball's all about stealing signs. I agree.
Yeah,
and then you got to change up your signs.
Stealing bases.
Stealing pussy.
That's right.
Betting on yourself, Pete Rose, gambling. It's a dirty sport. Come on. I love baseball.
Everything used to be better when everybody was doing that. They still do. It's just more.
Cheating is the American way. I don't know who. Are you fucking kidding me? This country was founded on, hey, a Native American tribe that lives next door to us. We're going to make a deal with you, right? And then you just lie and cheat on the fucking deal. That's
true.
how this whole country was founded.
That's literally happening now because all the politics, I always vote. I vote now because I'm like, that guy, they said they were going to do that thing. And then I voted and then they win. And then the first day they go, we're not going to do that thing.
But what are you doing? Stealing snacks from work. And that's what it's all about.
I never steal snacks from work. What are you doing to me?
Okay, you're not stealing snacks from work. You're negotiating.
I was talking about the green room last night.
Yeah. At the green, they have great snacks.
Great snacks. And you know what, Markus?
Shout out the green room.
I don't think I can tell you my personal life anymore because you just are trying to make me out to be this bad guy.
You're not stealing that many snacks. I mean, some of it, you can have some of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't mean stealing
I like
snacks.
that answer. That made me feel
You get consent.
I'm pretty sure everybody's had a snack or two from the green room.
Yeah, and that's fine. You're not like taking a box, taking it home, and then reselling it for your basketball team or something like that. I'm talking about like
That's a good idea.
Just having it is a good idea, right? It's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's just snacks in green rooms. You know what they are? They're snacks that you don't buy for yourself because you're like, yeah, that's stuff you probably don't need.
What is it about the comedy club green room that just it hits every spot of like,
because it's free.
I would never buy this, but man, you bought it, and thank you.
Just like ice cream, you know, when you make ice cream at home, you're like, it's good, it's fine. You get sticky though, and it's like, well, I gotta wash my hands, I got all those things, I got a mess. But if somebody else makes you an ice cream, it's so good. You're just like, wow, I just can put it in my mouth. That's what she said. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just like if someone else makes you like egg roll. Right? If you didn't have to, now if you made the egg roll yourself, you're like, it's great.
I would never, ever make an egg roll myself.
Dude, you remember our roommates in California? They would make deep fried Oreos.
Those were great.
Oh my God.
They would just be up at 3 a.m. all of a sudden. They were 21 years old and they'd be like, we're going to make deep fried Oreos now. Also, we're going to leave the mess for you in the morning, but we're going to say we're going to clean it up someday.
Well, one time they left the burner on too. And I was like, how high are you guys?
Have you ever had a spring roll?
Yes.
You know that's a different
with
thing?
Like the cabbage?
Yeah, with like, it's like a clear wrap.
Yeah, I don't like those as much.
Yeah, not a fan.
I bit into this thing and it was just a bunch of vegetable.
Yeah.
Just a big piece of lettuce.
I don't fuck with that either.
Cabbage. It's cabbage and it's beans, sprouts, and carrots.
Some kind of Vietnamese basil. And it was just like, ugh, this like.
Oh, basil.
Yeah, dude, I don't like
just
spring
like
rolls.
it was too ethnic.
There's two. There's another one too. They have spring rolls that are fried, but then they also have cold spring rolls that are just like wrapped in that like rice.
It was a
paper,
cold spring roll,
and it's like a chewy thing, and you crunch into it, and it's like you got the outside. It's like gooey almost.
So much of food is texture.
It is.
You know what I mean? And what I've heard is like people who, when you go to China, like it is not the food you think it's about to be.
Yeah, no, because it's authentic Chinese food. Here in America, they made it for us.
Well, you get sick over there, though, because your body's not used to, like, just raw fish and just, like, squirming shit. Like, you're not ready for that.
Yeah, well,
you think you're pooping a lot from Pepsi, dude. Go over there and eat a squid arm.
I see those videos on TikTok, and those guys, like, they take, like, a little sardine or something, and it's, like, swimming around, and they put it in their mouth, and then go, it's great. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That's not like there's
I think I'm a meat and potatoes guy.
I'm a meat and potato guy.
We are meat and potatoes people. That's our culture.
Yeah, I've been actually a Mexican guy lately, ever since I moved to Texas. Seriously. For real. I've
actually been a Mexican guy.
I've been actually eating just beef. I just eat beef, rice, and tacos. And it's like taco bowls, taco shells, burritos, like, and I love it. And I love rice and beef. It's my favorite meal. Rice and chicken, some veggies, beans. It's good. And that's all I eat. It's also affordable. Stretches. You can eat it for a few. And I don't mind eating it. There's some meals if I like it, and it's like, I can stomach it, dude, I'll eat that like every day.
You gave me so much shit for eating beef and rice every day.
Marcus, I've eaten your cooking, though. Mine's like a little flavorful. It has some love in it.
Marcus' cooking's a little bland.
Marcus is cooking.
I'm working on it, dude.
Exactly. You know what?
You haven't eaten my cooking in a while.
I haven't. I'll try it. I'll eat it.
Okay,
I know
that's
what
I thought.
But you know what it was?
Beans are great. Marcus makes the best beans.
He
Everybody
takes pride
loves
in
them.
that. He uses the beef. The thing I learned with Marcus when we lived together, he would always buy the frozen beef patties because you're very versatile if you didn't know. Because a lot of people, if you buy a patty, you just think you can eat it as a patty, as a hamburger. But you can actually take those patties and crunch them up.
Into ground beef.
Into ground beef.
But
so it's actually,
when you buy a whole fucking cock of frozen ground beef, right?
Yeah.
The big penis. You got to use the whole thing. It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
I
but
mean,
with the patties, you can control.
You can technically, actually, you can separate it.
Yeah, but that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. To get a tube of ground beef and only use half of it and retie it up.
You'd have to retie it up.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
You have to get a freezer bag.
Yeah.
You get a freezer bag. You just
but that's insane people shit.
That's not insane people shit.
I think that's crazy.
Like a normal thing. Also, if you buy a pound of beef, you know, it's about 3-4 meals. So make 1 pound at a time. I say make 2 at a time.
I could eat a pound of beef in one meal.
I could too. Real. But what you could also do.
I choose not to.
Yeah,
I choose not to. You know an easy way to choose not to? Only make half a pound.
Right.
Or you can also make burgers if you want burgers.
Or 2 patties.
Yeah, if you want. You can. That's the thing. You can do both.
You can.
Why not both?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Mark is a very simple man.
Simple man.
Simple man.
And he's
meat,
putting
potatoes.
more spice into the food.
I'm putting more spice into the food. I'm utilizing turmeric. That's a healthy thing.
That is.
Not in all the meats. I'm trying to use that more in my cooking because it's
turmeric.
healthy. Okay, well, you don't just do turmeric.
I know you don't just do turmeric. Turmeric is such a powerful spice that it stands out in every dish.
Opening up the pathway to Indian spices into your cabinet.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do have curry.
Yeah.
You have curry? You like curry?
Oh, depending on the dish.
I don't like curry.
I'm not scared of curry.
I don't like it much. It's a thing.
Yeah.
The yellow.
There's something about it for me too. Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
Yeah, there's some authentic food where I'm just like, I'm good.
I'm good on goat.
Good on goat. I don't like
I don't
goat.
need
I
it.
don't like lamb.
Goat?
Lamb has a
Yeah.
very gamey taste.
I never had goat. I like lamb. Never
I
had
don't
goat.
like lamb. Lamb. I've had it a couple times where I've had lamb shanks, and it's done well enough where the gaminess isn't it. But I'm not a fan of gaminess. I grew up on venison. Venison. You guys ever eat deer?
No.
No, I've
Never had
never
venison?
shot a gun.
You
I
want
have.
to?
I've killed
I
deer.
want to.
We've
Let's
killed the
do
deer. We've killed the deer, and like it's just venison. We grew up. My dad loves venison. So did my brother, and I grew up on it. And it was always so gamey, and I knew it. We'd make venison steaks, venison tacos, venison anything that had beef that you could make with beef. Obviously, it was just our protein. It would be venison. So we're having
You
tacos.
ever have elk?
Yeah, and I don't like elk.
You
I
like
like
elk?
venison better than elk. Elk is more gamey.
When you were a kid, you're eating tacos. Did you know that
Yes.
my tacos are deer tacos?
hmm
You knew that.
Yeah, it took me a minute because deer taco is actually good because there's so much seasoning in it that you only know it's deer venison as at the end when it goes down your throat and you can taste a little bit of the gaminess, and that's what you would know.
What is that? What does that do?
Gaminess is gaminess is just because wild animals, they just don't taste like the modified all the stuff that we do. So I like beef. It's just a gamey texture. Like, have you ever had? Well, you've had goat, right?
Rabbit.
It would be like that. There's a certain taste in it that just tastes. It's called gamey. That's what it is. It's gamey, and I don't prefer it. My brother does cook good venison though.
Okay.
You can really mess up like wild game. My brother got really good at it. You milk brine it. It takes out the blood, and then you cook it with like a lot of garlic butter and stuff. It's good.
Deer jerky.
Deer jerky is one of my favorites. I like deer jerky. It's good. I like deer jerky more than that's good. Also, what was it? They take so you make a lot of ground meat from venison.
Mhm.
So you make a lot of ground beef. So you get a deer, you can make like 50, 60 pounds of ground beef. But what you do is you take sausage
Yeah.
and then you ground sausage with the venison and make sausage, that ground beef that way. And it makes it very flavorful and it's good.
Yeah, because the sausage is good.
The sausage gives it the fattiness too.
Yeah.
Because deer is very lean.
But you got to use this deer because you fucking shot the thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I always said. I
It's
always
like you're
told them.
cutting drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But I
can't
mean, you
just
do
choose
save,
to have, I'm only going to buy 12.
Yeah. You
Deer
can't just do a
patties.
line of baby
Yeah.
powder. You got to cut that with some cocaine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you do, that's what, and I mean, but our family, I mean, you get a couple deer and like a lot of people in Michigan, that's how you survive.
You take a picture with it.
Take a
You
picture
kiss
with
it on the lips.
kiss
I'm
it.
not going to starve.
Yeah.
You kiss it on the lips.
I stopped hunting a long time ago. I can't do it.
Did
Yeah, I
you,
have so many pictures
you
with
held
deer.
them up?
Yeah. My
you
brother
pre-
sends me his pictures of his deer all the time. They crop my face on one of the deer pictures because on one of the pictures with his face, and he put my face on it to be funny because he knows
on
I
the
hate
deer?
No,
Oh,
on him.
Oh, yeah.
And him holding up the deer, and he thought it was funny because he sends me killing videos all the time because he knows I hate it.
Mm,
So like people hunting and stuff.
If you
and
went to California, you love animals now.
yeah. You
No.
fucking liberal.
Are you
I
the-
killed animals, and then I
Oh, well,
realized
we probably got to wrap it up. We don't want you to be late to the protest.
Yeah.
Fucking liberal. Sorry, dude.
you guys both said you haven't even shotguns or killed anything.
I'm a little
I've
scared.
shot guns.
I'm
I've
scared.
shot shotguns. I've killed little rodents and little animals. I haven't gone hunting, but I've killed a living animal and watched it die in front of me.
Damn,
Not fun.
it's not fun. I hate it
I don't even want to kill a rodent.
because every time I killed a deer, I would shoot the deer. The deer didn't die. I didn't have a good shot. I was young. I didn't really.
Yeah. Same.
Start bashing it.
No, what happened? You go up to the deer and the deer's just like, "Nah," and makes a crazy sound because it's crying because you shot it and it's bleeding out. And so it's like probably a year-old deer, 2-year-old deer, and it's going, "Nah," and it's making these sounds of crying, and you just like feel it, and the family's watching you do this, and then but everybody
The
else in
deer
my family,
or
Yeah.
your family?
the deer family and my family, because everybody, once you shoot a deer, some of the guys come out because they're next to you, so they come out and help you finish it off, and then you got to gut the thing, and
Put it out of its misery.
you got to put it out as misery.
But fishing's fine.
No, I'm fishing. I stopped kind of doing that too. I loved fishing when I was growing up, but that's another thing. I'm too empathetic.
You are too empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
That's
dude.
why I think I haven't thrived as much because I'm very empathetic.
Dude.
I think if I was more I mean, it seems like I'm probably a selfish person, but I'm also very empathetic. So like, I worry about other people more than myself sometimes.
That's what I was telling you. Keep in mind, your happiness matters. I'm in personal therapy now too, and you got to. No one's gonna care about you if you don't care about you.
Yeah.
You got to fucking make sure. Hey, how am I doing?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
It is.
Because it's nice when someone asks you, how are you doing? And they genuinely mean it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't happen all the time.
It doesn't.
But you're you all day.
They want an avenue to talk about themselves.
Yeah, you're talking to a plant. You're trying to see how the plant's doing. The plant's like, how are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Do you need some water?
Yeah, I say it's going to be a good
Do
day.
you need to trim your branches?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got to trim that.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you. You looked away when you said it. Did you mean it?
No, I meant it.
Oh,
and yours too, Marcus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My beard or my shaved head?
Your shaved head.
Thank you.
It's got a good, it's almost like you're not completely bald. You still got hair. You can see the outline of like the fade on there.
Yeah. I
see it.
When Marcus says his shaved head, it looks great.
Yeah.
But it is funny when your hair grows in like a few days. And I saw you on stage the other day and you could just see the ring. It looked like a halo.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, maybe we're
Marcus is an angel.
Yes, thank you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You know who else is an angel? Satan. We're all angels. Some of us are fallen.
That was deep.
It was deep.
That was deep.
What did it look like, Justin, when you saw it on stage?
It was just a nice, solid brown ring. And it looked like I was
just like my asshole.
For real.
Just a solid brown ring, dude.
He's crushing. He was doing great. But
thanks, man.
He was pacing, but I couldn't stop looking. I was just like, well, they can't see it probably because they're below you, but I could see it because I was.
Yeah, they're also infatuated with my.
That's the best when Marcus starts pacing. He's like, he's
paces a lot.
He starts hypnhypnizing the crowd, though. It's
is that
a thing.
What it is?
Really?
It's got to be.
You're
getting them into the rhythm of the joke.
See, what I do is I just try to see what's going on in the crowd, and then I get called a cunt.
Yeah. Well, are you pacing? Or
that's why you have great crowd work clips. I don't have that.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't have that.
Well, I heard I think I learned something because the people want like bad stuff, and I was scrolling the internet, and I'm just like, this is a lot of bad stuff. Nothing makes sense, but it has millions of views.
Yeah, people love hate watching stuff.
They do that too.
Yeah,
and I've hated so. I've experienced the hate, and you know what? And I've succumbed to the hate, and I was like, if you're talking about me, they've always said if they're talking about you, you're doing something, right? You're doing something right.
Yeah, I guess, but they can also talk about you like horribly. That's where I'm like, there's some sayings that I think are bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But you've done something to them to strike them enough to be like, that guy.
Like, no press is bad press. It's like, well, tell that to Bill Cosby about 8 years ago.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, that's bad decisions by people who are bad people.
Oh.
That's
he did the thing, dude.
I'm practicing.
Yeah. Hey, you got to.
And I was going to say more.
You got his ass, dude. Shit works, right?
Yeah.
Dude, unreal,
That's
man.
in the playbook.
That's in the playbook, dude.
Do you think Bill Cosby was just thinking, he was like, no one's going to know. No one's ever going to tell on me. Oh, God, no one's going to tell on me for dropping the drink, you know? And then it came out.
You're getting very sleepy now.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how our whole childhood has like, now that we become adults, like all of it's all blown up. Everybody that we looked up to has done something like pretty bad.
Dude, my first introduction to Bill Cosby, I was at my buddy's house and we were watching this show, Kids Say the Darndest Things. And it's like, yeah, kids do say the darndest things. You know who doesn't say the darndest things? Passed out women. They don't say shit. It is, yeah. I didn't do it. I'm just telling you, we had this fucking guy talking to these kids. This is crazy what the kids say. And it's like, yeah, well, isn't it crazy what women say 30 years later when they wake up in a basement, dude? It's crazy. National hero, dude. Wrote a book on fatherhood and everything, man. Tried to buy NBC.
Did he?
Yeah, he tried to buy NBC, but they said no.
He should have drugged him.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's out of jail.
He's still alive?
I think he's touring.
He's touring, yeah.
Yeah, he's at the Funny Bone.
We should go see him. Let's go to Cap City this weekend.
It's been a while.
I don't swear, but I drug you. That was crazy because he was one of the guys too. He was just like, you can't swear. You can't be that. Everybody was always like, you should be more like Bill Cosby. It's like, maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we shouldn't. Be yourself.
He's got one eye, I feel like.
Yeah, he does.
Like looks in a different direction.
Yeah.
You got a lazy eye?
He's got a lazy eye.
Yeah.
He needed that, so that's how he could always watch out for the women looking at the drinks.
Door opening.
He got like, oh, I see him coming. Drop it now.
Yeah. Like a chameleon, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's a chameleon of his environment.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, chameleon running up a tree on the Costco TVs.
Yeah, Costco TV. Yeah, I've been trying to work that, just trying to work more angles into the Costco. I haven't been to Costco in a while. I think I need to go back spiritually.
It's expensive, dude.
Maybe you should go to Sam's Club.
No.
Yeah, go to
Shut
Sam's
the fuck
Club.
up.
It's not that bad.
Why don't you not
I've been to Sam's Club. I get it.
What's the difference?
There's like 75% less people in there, and you can actually breathe and figure out what you need to buy.
Oh yeah, because Costco is like
it's crazy.
Well, it's too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't like
scared of
going to those
Costco.
kind of stores.
I thrive. It's like New York City, dude. I get into a Costco. The people everywhere, man. It's like Times Square. I'm like, I'm fucking centered, dude.
But I almost pushed my cart into a family, and I was like, "Oh my god,
you gotta be good with the brakes."
Yeah, I do not like going to stores that are ever like
You're getting in a traffic jam, and you're a pedestrian.
Stores that are packed with people suck. Like when I lived in South Austin, and I would go to HEB. Any HEB you go in South Austin is so packed. It's so packed every night. Doesn't matter what time of the day you go. Monday, 12 at night, and you're like, how is it crowded?
Because South Austin's overpopulated.
It is, yeah. But now I moved north, and I like walked into a store, and like people are like, "Hey," and I'm like, "This is." People are like smiling. It's like normal.
You guys
like,
live in a nice area too, but it's like people will be like, "Why don't you live in South Austin?" It's like I don't want to be surrounded by everybody. How about that? It's where everyone lives. I went to the HEB on Riverside, dude. Same thing. Where it's just like Wednesday at 7 p.m.
And everybody's there.
Packed.
Everybody's there, and every line is packed. And then you look at every line, and every line looks like no one knows how to like shop.
Yeah,
they got 1,000 things every time. And then you look at you look at the person pulling it out, and it's an old lady. You're like, and then you see the coupons come out, you see the checkbook come out, and you're like, I can't.
There's nothing funnier than just seeing a Mexican guy buying like a shopping cart worth of diapers.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm like, oh, you do have the 12 kids.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And then you also see like the 12 packs of 12 sodas, you know?
Yeah.
They got 12 cases of soda.
What I love about the Riverside HEB is like you'll have the Mexican guy with 45 boxes of diapers. You'll have the fat protest white chick with all the piercings, earrings, and tattoos buying vegan shit. Yes. And then behind her, you'll have like the Muslim lady in the hijab. And it's just everyone's represented, but nobody's getting checked out quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just stay in this diversity pool for a little longer. God forbid I go to the self-checkout line and try to buy non-alcoholic beer and I got to get my fucking ID checked.
I always try to acknowledge the armed security. Give them a little glance.
Oh, I walk in there and they're like, who's your internet provider? I'm like, who the fuck are you?
They do that.
Well, we're with Spectrum. I'm like, oh, I'm a shopper at HEB. What the fuck do you need? I don't have internet. How about that? I have no internet. I don't have internet.
You don't have internet. We sell it.
I know you're lying. You have internet.
Everybody
If they
does,
called
sir.
you out on it.
I would love that.
You have it.
Next time I'm going to be like, not anymore. I just canceled it. I'm going to cancel it right now.
Yeah, it just
come into this little tent inside of the grocery store.
That's what they do. You know what I hate about most of all the selling things, dude? It's the how much of the talking. I say no, but then they try to talk. I'm like, I just don't want to do this right now.
Bro.
Even if I need a service.
If you want my business.
Can I get the service? And then they have to talk to you for so long. Just when I bought a car, it took 2 days. It could have been done in 1 hour. Get the fuck out of here. Just let me buy it.
You can make them uncomfortable. If you want me to answer this survey, give me a hug right now. Squeeze. Give me a hug.
The worst was like I had just got done doing my brakes with Taylor, so my hands were just covered in shit, right?
What are you talking about?
Well, I went to the HEB and the Spectrum person was there, right?
Yeah.
I walk in and I just got shit all over my hands from
doing your
fixing
brakes on your car.
Yeah, on my car, sorry. So I'm just covered in soot. And you know how they have the little wipes at the beginning of the HEB? I just stopped there to just wipe my hands a little bit so I'm not covered in soot when I'm buying food, right? The little wipe stand is right next to the Spectrum tent or whatever. So now I'm fucking stuck talking to this lady. I'm just trying to wipe and she sees me wiping, but she clearly knows what I'm doing. She's like, well, who's your internet provider? I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, if you do decide to switch, I'm like, I don't even know how to explain to you how good I am with my internet service.
She just assumes Marcus is being super rude. Okay, well, I'm a human too.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm talking to you. I'm acknowledging that you sell internet and I am a person who buys internet, but I don't need what you're trying to sell. I'm trying to save you breath, lady. All these people walking by, you could sell them internet. I'm not buying your shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to get this across to this lady. And she go, well, who's your phone provider? And I'm like, Walmart Family Mobile.
And did she go, that's so sad?
No, I've had 3 people recently because I had to switch my internet over from my new place, and there's been 3 different times where people, I'm already buying new AT&T internet, and they're like, "Who's your phone provider?" I'm like, "Walmart Family Mobile," and I'm not looking to change that. Well, okay, if you are, because even the guy yesterday, he was great. Doug out in California, I talked to him on the phone. He was great, but he was like, "Well, I understand, but if you want a better service, here's what the options we have." And I was like, "Yeah, can you guys beat $27 a month?" And he's like, "No, we can't beat that. But if you want better service," because I mean, he literally goes, he's like, $27 is great, but if the phone's not working, I'm like, I'm literally talking to you on the phone right now. Has the call dropped, Doug? And I love you, Doug. I love you, Doug. But can you hear me now, Doug? Walmart Family Mobile, $27 a month. Can you beat that? No.
For how many lines?
What? No, it's just me. He asked that too. How many lines? I'm like, bro, it's me, man.
Well, you sound kind of sad. You just got one person on your phone?
Is that unlimited data?
I have 2 gigs of data a month.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's enough.
It's enough. Dude, that's 2 TikTok reels, bro.
Yeah. I'm not on TikTok. My shit's not streaming to China and back. Okay. I'm watching American shit.
Okay.
I'm watching people make egg rolls in America, God damn it. For now until they get.
And that's what Marcus does at every place he walks into first. The first thing he says.
What's the Wi-Fi?
That's it. Yeah, there you go. He doesn't even say, "How are you doing?" He goes, "What's the Wi-Fi?"
Yeah, I say, "What's the Wi-Fi?" And they tell me, and then it doesn't work. And I'm like, "What's the fucking password?" I backpacked through Europe. You got to find Wi-Fi. This is back 2014, right? Back when it wasn't just data. Well, now they have a thing where
you don't need to find Wi-Fi. You have the service on your phone.
Yeah.
And then
you got to pay for it though. How much did you pay a month?
Like $56.
Well, that sounds like twice what I paid.
That's more than 27 a month.
Yeah, like 2 times as much.
How much do you pay? Monford. More than me, I bet. Fuck. Yeah, say it.
Okay, now I want to know.
Yeah, say it.
Now I want to know.
Say it. It's about $117.
My mom pays.
Yay! That's
fine.
The best deal.
You put the family in Walmart Family Mobile.
Cut it out. Cut that out, JJ.
You know what I was thinking?
I think it would be 50. It's cheaper to stay on the plan.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's great.
Yeah, shout out Monford's Mrs. Davis.
If one of my parents want to pay one of my bills, I'd be like, "Thank you." Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I
don't give a shit that I'm 35.
And then you even have a better excuse. You walked into an HEB and they're like, "Who's your phone provider?" And it's like, "My mommy pays for it." And you just
I can't do that to them.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Fuck those people who work at the store. They're not even getting paid for real.
People? There's a people on the during the special events in Austin. There's always those people with the blue vest.
Oh, I walked straight past those people.
They always try to get me with. They're like, "Hey man, nice hair," and I'm like, "I know," and then I keep going.
Same thing, nice beard.
They're like those hippie woke guys that are like trying to be cool, and it's like you're trying to sell me something. I don't know what is it.
They always go, "Do you like animals?" And I just ignore them.
Is it?
I don't even have the glasses on,
or is it Animal Kingdom or something?
I think it's Animal Kingdom.
SPCA.
What is it?
SPCA.
Who's that?
It's the people that they're trying to get animals out of the pound.
Oh. Well, you guys could be, if you weren't on the streets, you could be helping the dogs right now in the pound. You guys don't need any of us. Just go help the dogs now.
I remember the worst is when you're trying to bark for a comedy show and you hand a flyer to someone who has a clipboard and you're like, "Oh, fuck. Now I have to talk to you."
You couldn't see the clipboard?
So you're in bark mode, dude. You're a dog out there. You're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." Everything's black and white. You don't speak English. Your fucking asshole itches. You know what I mean? You're a dog. You're out there.
Your asshole itches even though you wiped and you used the wipe and you used the toilet paper and then used the wipe again.
Yeah.
Is that the routine?
I do toilet paper, then I do wipe. But I have no wipe limit. I will use as many wipes as my asshole tells me I need.
That's bad. That's what, when I was a child, I used to do that. And I'd be in the bathroom. My mom would be like, "Why it's taking so long, Justin?" And I go, "Well, I have to wipe my butt." And then I'd be like, "But my butt's bleeding all the time." She's like, "Well, you don't have to, Justin, you don't have to do it till it's bleeding." And I go, "But I think there's still poop in there."
There's the beauty of the wet wipes. No blood. Because it's soft and it's wet.
You still bleed?
No, because I know how to wipe my ass.
Nice. We're all
and that's why Marcus is always acting like he had a chapped ass, because he has a chapped ass.
I don't have a chapped ass. I have a nice, soft, smooth, hairy ass.
It's not smooth if it's hairy. Boom.
Smooth hair.
Dumbass. I've been thinking about just getting my butthole like lasered for smooth. Because I think what it is, I think there's a lot of friction from all that hair. You know? And
buddy, I know.
I know you do. You're a very hairy man.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
You are too, kind of, Justin.
not really. Not as hairy as you think. Are you hairy?
Not as hairy as you think.
Got your ass. Got your fucking ass, dude.
I saw a fat Justin picture the other day.
Yeah,
you
dude,
kind
you
of
were
look
showing
like
people
me a
fat
little bit.
Justin.
Yeah.
Kind of look like we got the beard,
Yeah,
fat face.
yeah.
It was my face just kept ballooning because I just wouldn't stop drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I would
Sipping
just,
on that MGD.
That's right. It's one
Is
of
that a
my
Michigan beer?
favorites.
MGD? No, it's
No, that's
Miller
just-
Genuine Draft. But
Yeah, I like that. I had a big stint of
it's
that one.
malt liquor.
Right.
I used to love MGD, man. Oh my God. Sometimes I'll think about like the beers I really miss. There's obviously all the nice imports, but then there's those ones where it's like, I'm going to treat myself tonight. I'm not going to just get a 24 pack that's cheap. I'm not going to just kill myself with Coors Light. I'm getting Banquet, right? Or I'm getting MGD.
MGD.
I'm getting something. Now, one time I drank a 30 pack of Natty Ice.
Oh my God. In one night?
Dangerous.
In one night?
I don't know. I don't know how far I got into it, but I got into the second level for sure. You know what? You know how it's a double decker, right?
It's a double decker.
It's a double decker. So I was I passed out. I think my dad found me just like in the chair. You know what I mean? I don't think I finished it, but we're on the second deck.
Didn't you also do? I remember one day I came over. You got a Heineken mini keg for yourself.
I've drank a whole Heineken mini keg before. Yeah, that's special occasion. That's like Thanksgiving or something. You
And
know?
that's how many beers in there?
I did the math one time. It's not even that many. It's like 12.
Yeah,
It's
normal.
legit 12 or 14. It's not even that, but it's Heineken, so it's like it's not light shit.
Yeah, you know.
And you're pounding those, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to get flat.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
I scare myself sometimes. I can buy like a 12 case of White Claw.
Yeah.
Those things go down so fast and easy. And I look in the fridge and I'll be like, how did I already have 8?
Yeah.
Shit.
I saw when you guys went to the baseball game recently and you got the White Claw.
Yeah.
I mean, was that even worth it? Could you even keep
No.
a buzz?
No, because also we were up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
So I got the beer at the ground level and the pretzel. And then we walked up to our seats and then I was like breathing heavy. I'm like, this wasn't even, I wish I didn't have to do this.
But to get another White Claw, you'd have to walk all the way back down.
all the way back down.
Oh,
And
no.
I got a
You
second
didn't have to
one.
walk all the way back
I
down.
got a second one. But it was just like one of those things. I'm like, I've already spent $30 on 2 White Claws and I feel normal. And I just got more mad because I would like to be drunk.
That's how I feel about drinking at sporting events now. You can't really be drunk.
No, unless you
You can
gotta,
try. It's hard. You got
It's
to really
hard.
work at it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you
Yeah.
only buy beer or White Claws because they can't water that down. You figure that out at like sporting events. If you don't know where you're at and it's like a thing and you're like, I want liquor, but they pour it bad and you don't get drunk off that, it's more expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's why if you want to get drunk at a sporting event, you got to do about 3-4 shooters before you walk in.
Yep.
Right? Just make sure you're not got cops on you, eyes on you or whatever. It's all about the pregame. You don't want to do it at a bar because that gets expensive too,
Yep.
right? So you get the little shooters, do about 3 or 4 of them, depending on who you are, between 3 to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
You rip maybe 2 when you park, 3 before you go in the ballpark. So you're 5 drinks in when you walk in, right? You get your beer, you get a big one, you make sure you get one that's going to work, right? And then you have to scope. You have to figure out where am I sitting and what is close to there.
Exactly.
Because then you walk in, you got the buzz, you got your beer to walk to your seat to keep the buzz,
Yep.
and then you got to know, right?
Yeah.
You got to be on top of your shit, figure out where's the closest beer cart or whatever, and then you got to get rapport going with the person working there because you're
Yes.
like, I'm gonna see you 3 to 4 times before you stop selling beer in the 7th inning. So it's really strategy.
Yeah.
But most people just drink to have fun.
No, there's
Nobody takes this shit seriously anymore, man.
I do.
Either go hard or quit. I quit. All right. I went as hard as I could for 9 years. I was like Calvin Johnson, just
Yeah.
fucking balling for 9 fucking years. And I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, dude, I did it with my uncle. I remember you were talking about sporting events. I remember we would go to the Detroit Tiger games, and we had Bailey's and coffee on the way there.
Yep.
That's how you start opening day. But then by the 5th inning, when I was drinking then, I was hammered drunk by the 5th inning. And my uncle would be like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, I forgot I went to the damn game.
Oh, dude.
Go to
yeah.
the casino after. I don't know what's happening.
Well, in college, like, you tailgating, right? College football, you're tailgating all
that's
fucking
the
morning,
worst,
right?
yeah.
You wake up, Jaeger bombs, Adderall, you're fucking rolling, right?
Yeah.
Before the keg's tapped, you're thrown up already. So you're fucking getting shithoused, right? You're getting all the keg beer you can, because at this point they weren't selling beer at the stadium, right? But it's like, look, I'm missing the first quarter. I'm gonna unblack out in the third quarter, so I'm really only watching the fourth quarter of the game, right? And I had to get carried to some of those games too. I had to get like 2 pledges, be like, hey man, you got to get me to the stadium. I have a ticket and I have my ID. That's all I need to get in, but I can't get there. You got to get me there. So I was like a guy who just blew out his knee and he puts his arms around the guys, right? And they're carrying him off the field, but a mile to the stadium.
That's insane.
It is insane. I have a drinking problem.
No, guys, you don't understand. You got to get me there.
They carried you like, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
dude.
carried me like Paul Pierce in the 08 finals.
Yeah, dude, it's also like 10 a.m. and like, we got to carry this grown
It
man.
was about 12:30 at this point.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
Well, the kickoff already happened, right?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
hear the stadium. You can hear shit happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, we're almost there, right? And I'm just playing Rap God on my phone, and I'm just having them carry. This is 2013. That's right when it came out. So they're carrying me to the stadium. I got my fucking Denard Robinson jersey on. I'm hammered, dude. I'm fucked up. And I think we stopped at a tailgate on the way, too. Because my one buddy's like, yo, my parents are in town. They got a big spread. So it's like, go there, eat a bunch of fucking mini sliders and shit, and just like, they got night. You know, you ever go to a tailgate when it's like adults and they know what they're doing?
Yes. It always impresses me because I'm like, man, how do they just got it all figured out. They work and this is their thing that they do. They tailgate. They got all the alcohol. They got all the good food.
All the gear, all the snacks, everything you can't afford because you're a kid, basically.
Yeah.
And they got actual
The
bottles
only
of
thing we
name
could
brand
afford
alcohol.
was the cheapest beer, which was like Pabst, 30 rag Pabst with
Yeah.
ribbon, Natty Ice or something. What was the one that was Keystone? Keystone Light, dude.
Keystone,
I
yeah.
drank so much of that.
That's what I was saying when I Keystone Ice, the
Oh,
one I
God.
drank that 30 thing of, or tried to, got down to the second deck. That's like 5.9% beer.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Have you ever done that, Monford?
Ice House.
Ice House. Oh yeah, dude.
What's Ice House?
It's just another like slightly stronger beer.
Yeah.
Bud Ice.
Bud Ice. Yeah, I always see that, the black can. It looks cool, and it was always in a homeless person's hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you don't want.
That's why I'm like, I can't do this out of principle for myself, dude.
It's in a homeless person's hand, and they're drinking it with a straw. So you get drunk faster when you drink
Yeah,
through a straw.
exactly. Yeah, the air. Yeah, that's their juice. That's their baby. That's their juice when they wake up. But you ever drink 40? I had this big stint of 40s. I didn't mind 40s. There was like OE and Old English and Magnum.
Yeah.
High Life.
You
Did
ever
you know
do
that they,
Edward 40 hands?
Yes, I did.
I never did that.
I did Edward 40 hands. Do you
It's
remember?
not too late.
I remember my
is.
first Edward 40 hands. We were doing it, and my friend, I got the malt liquor because I was like doing a true Edward 40 hands. I didn't know
Yeah.
you could do Bud Light. So all my friends did Bud Light. I did like Magnums. And my friend finishes, and I was trying to win, but he won. I was like, well, I'm going to get second place. So I remember I had one down, and I had half of the second one left. I chugged the whole thing. And then I went over and I just projectile vomited. Like it would have hit this camera from here. I was like, bruh, like Exorcist. And I just kept puking beer.
Yeah.
And they're like, I got second.
I don't think there is a second place for Edward 40
There's
hands.
not.
I'll
What,
be
did you
honest.
remember your Edward 40 hands?
Yeah, I still have the underwear from that night. Believe it or not. So we had to do Edward 40 hands, and then we had to go paint the rock, right? That was down the street. And I
Yeah.
just remember like that night, like I got some paint on like the fringes of my underwear. I still have those underwear. I'm like, those are the only underwear I have that have blue paint on them.
Did you win?
40 hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duh. That's sick.
I remember before one of the older guys was like, I put money on you. And I was like, that's crazy. I don't think I'm going to win this. And then I won. And I was like, I'm a god, dude. I was like, well, you're drunk. You're not thinking straight.
You're not.
I'm just going nuts.
Did
dude.
you always take Adderall and then drink?
No, that was just when I had it.
Good answer. Good answer.
No, not always. I mean, it was mostly a study thing. Like you do Adderall to study, but then you're done studying and you're like, finals are over. I still have Adderall.
Oh, that's
Well, let's do it, right?
Well, let's go.
Wake up, little snoot, fucking Jaeger bombs, beer. We used to do this thing with
You're
Red
getting me
Zapple
excited.
Ale, dude. I'm excited, buddy. I want to.
Wait, what did you do with Red Zapple?
Red Zapple Ale, right?
Oh,
I remember that.
We
stuff.
don't
I
even know
love
if they're in
that.
business.
What
anymore.
happened
They
to
aren't.
that?
There was another one too. What was the other one? Angry Orchard.
yeah.
They're still around, I think. But anyway, Red Zapple Ale was
That was
popular
good.
at the time.
It was
So
good.
you drink the neck of it, right? And then you take Fireball and you
Yes.
fill the neck back up. and you let it kind of mix in there, and then you have NOS essentially from Fast and the Furious, right?
Yes.
Just the shit that fucking you are blacking out.
Yes, I remember I did that. When I found out that you could do that, it was crazy. That was
Pour
bad.
liquor into the beer bottle?
No, yeah, just like mixing like the cinnamon liquor with the cider, and you're like, oh, this is game changer.
Yeah.
Definitely changed the game.
Yeah. I remember the one time when I figured out like Captain and root beer. Captain Morgan and root beer.
That's a good
That was
one.
like a vanilla root beer. Like you couldn't taste the liquor. And I blacked out on that a few times because it was just so good.
I remember discovering rum.
Yep.
Oh,
Rum bucket. You ever had a rum bucket?
no, what's that?
It's like a beach drink. I remember at a bachelor party. It was in Ohio, but there was a little place in Ohio that was like an oasis built in like this really trashy neighborhood, but it was like trailers, but it looked like an oasis. They had rum buckets. It was like a gallon of just all of the rums. So you got like the Bacardi, the coconut rum and all that, and some pineapple juice and all that. You couldn't taste it. And you drink the whole bucket. You're like, I'm kind of fine. You get your second bucket, and then all of a sudden it all hits you. And you're like, I am going to die tonight.
Jungle juice, all the fun stuff, man.
Was there like beach chairs
Yeah.
in the Oasis?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, the floor is a beach chair when you're drunk enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Jungle juice. I remember when I drank jungle juice for the first time, and then people after I drank it, they're like, you're not supposed to drink the jungle juice. And I was like, why? Because drugs and stuff.
Yeah, I always loved people who are like, you're not supposed to drink that. I'm like, I'm already on drugs. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? And I understand people who are like worried about, but I was like, dude, I'm here to black out. I'm not, I
remember also, sorry, Monford, have you college parties?
That's what I'm talking about.
I went to this one college party. It was at Central, and we were in this apartment. I didn't know where I was, and I wanted alcohol. And I opened the freezer, and that's where all the handles were. So I just grabbed it, and I just started drinking it. And then I did it again, and the guy's like, hey, dude, you're stealing all our alcohol. What the fuck? They tried to kick me out. And that was also the same place we found out they had a big Costco bag of croutons. Opened that up. We all started eating the croutons. Croutons are a great drunk snack.
Oh, yeah.
And then they also, I got kicked out of that party for drinking their alcohol.
Dude, if you're going to have a house party, hide your shit or it's fair game.
Yeah. Even if you hide it and they find it, fair game.
Fair game. Yeah, you invited a bunch of people to your house. You're an idiot.
Yeah, what did you expect? There's 50 college students in there. Oh, that was also the place I found out what foot mop was. Because I sat down to play like beer pong or something or flip cup, dropped a whole beer, and they're like, foot mop. And I was like, what? And then they grabbed they're like, you take your sock and you soak it up. But it was a whole beer. So I just had a wet ass sock.
I never heard of foot mop.
I've never heard of foot mop.
That's some Central Michigan shit right there. Fire up chips, dude.
I love partying at Central.
Yeah, that's kind of all they did there.
Did you ever visit there?
No. Central, no.
He was at U of M. I don't think they really have a reason to go to Central.
Yeah, no, I never did.
He's partying with like professional athletes and like the Olympic of the world, best Olympics in the world. I don't think he wants to go.
I've told that story on the podcast that there was some Olympian at a party that I blacked out way too early at, and I was just passed out on the couch in just my underwear. And I guess she took a picture of me. And when her parents called her an alcoholic at Thanksgiving, she pulled the picture out and she's like, no, this is an alcoholic. And it's just me laying there naked.
Yeah,
and I was like,
an Olympian.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. But
who else did you party with at the party? Yeah,
Jabril Peppers. I smoked weed with Jabril Peppers a couple times. That was fun. Yeah. He's still in the league, I think. He's still in the NFL. I think he's Patriots still. Or he might have got cut. He got arrested last year, so I don't know.
Gang.
Yeah, the guys that you're smoking weed with in college are probably going to get arrested when they're in the pros. Shout out Jabril, by the way. I mean, you were the man, but
go blue.
Go blue. Yeah, I just, it was crazy, man. I don't know.
So anything more, Monford? No?
I feel I should have drank some beer on this one.
Hey, I think we needed a sober episode, honestly. Last week, everyone was getting a little too loose.
Yeah.
But hey, you're in love, too.
Yeah, congratulations on your relationship.
Hope it works out.
Time to stop drinking.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to Markus. Do what you want.
Do what you want. But she's going to want something else.
I bet. She's not going to put up with it.
Yeah, she's not
putting up.
Yeah, no.
That was a good answer.
You do dishes drunk once, right? You got lucky. Now you're drunk. You got to hide.
Yeah. And then you don't want to be hiding.
No, you don't want to be hiding.
No. But if you do, you put it in a coffee cup and hide the bottle in the face.
All right.
Thank you all so much for watching the Works Every Time podcast. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. Go follow Monford Davis. Come see us at Sunset Strip Comedy Club. We're there all the time. And have a great week. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh.